Hello, vinyl community. This is Randy back today with another video. Today's a very special year-end event. This is going to be my top 5 additions for the whole year. Additions that are not new records. So none of these records were recorded in 2022. These are all older records. I've never done a year-end best of for used records that I found before, but I got some records this year that just are really life-changing records. I mean, really, I've got 6 records here, and I maybe could have included a couple more that are just already maybe some of my would be in my top 10 records, and I just can't believe I'd never gotten them until this year. They're all so great. So I'm just going to show you my top 5 records that I've picked up this year that were, these are actually, I think these are all from the 60s. And I think they're all going to fall into the psych or garage category. So, yeah, and then I'm also going to do another top 10 of new releases for the year. So these are going to be in order of increasing awesomeness. So the first one that I have here is Caravan. If I could do it all over again, I'd do it all over you. Caravan is a band from late 60s in England. I think they might have been part of the Canterbury scene there. So this is sort of like, I guess folk psych. I would put it more in the psych category, but it has some sort of folky elements to it too. Really cool artwork on both the front and back covers. There's no individual song on here that really stands out. The whole album is just absolutely fantastic. So, Caravan. This was a reissue. This was actually, I bought it new, but it had actually been reissued in, I think it was like 2019 or something like that. It was part of the Decca 90 series. So this was in England. They released, I guess, they re-released some of their top albums from their catalog to celebrate their 90th year as a company. Lemon Pipers, Green Tambourine. You know, I'd heard of this band before, Lemon Pipers, and I'd always just thought of them as a one-hit wonder band, as bubblegum pop music. They had the huge hit song, Green Tambourine. But the subtitle of this album is Where the Cincinnati Underground Arrives. So I guess this band was from Cincinnati. Here they are. And so that song is great, but it's really just maybe not even one of the stronger songs on the album. It starts out with Rice is Nice, which is a good song, but there's just a couple of on here. Blueberry Blue, it's very psychedelic, but Rainbow Tree, truly psychedelic song, fantastic words and music. And let's see. Yeah, I think those are the main ones on here that are really awesome. Rainbow Tree would probably be my favorite one on here. So, the Lemon Pipers, Green Tambourine. This was a used album that I ordered from a Discogs vendor. It was on Buddha Records. Buddha. Next is Andromeda. This wins for best album cover. This is one of my all-time favorite album covers. I just think it's a fantastic album cover. That's probably what really drew me to the album in the first place. It's really hard to find originals of this one. This was a reissue from, well, gosh, I didn't really look at that stuff before I did, but this was reissued in the past few years. Andromeda is they probably maybe fall more into the hard and heavy category than anything else, but they're kind of like psych rock too, so hard and heavy psych, I guess, is what you would call them. The main guy in here, John Ducan, went on to play guitar for Atomic Rooster after this band. And yeah, just fantastic. There's a couple of suites of songs on here. Very first song, Too Old, is fantastic. But, and Now the Sun Shines, the third song on side one, probably my favorite. Really good suite on side 2, Return to Sanity, in 3 parts. Breakdown, what's this like? Breakdown, Hope, and Conclusion. So then there's another suite on here, When to Stop, which has The Traveler, Turning Point, and Journey's End. So the whole album is I don't think you'd really call it a concept album, but it sort of has a beginning and an end. And really good. Yeah, I guess basically a power trio is what you would call them. And is that a custom label? Drummer. This was on, what's it called? Yeah, Repertoire Records. Reissue on Repertoire. This next band, H.P. Lovecraft. This is their first album. They only had 2 albums, and I'm going to include both of them because they're both just so incredible. I just can't get over it. This was the first one that I got. I really like it a lot. H.P. Lovecraft, band from, I think they were, well, gosh, I'm not sure. I think they were from the Midwest originally, and then maybe they moved out to California. It tells on here on the back of it all about their relation, well, a little bit about their relationship with H.P. Lovecraft. And I guess they had to talk to his estate about using his name. And this album starts out with Wayfaring Stranger, fantastic song. But then they do just the best version ever, I think, of Let's Get Together or Get Together. Has a flute part in it, which sounds just wonderful. The White Ship starts out side 2. They have a song on here called The Time Machine, which when I first talked about this album, when I'd first gotten it, I said that was one song I didn't like because it has sort of that novelty vaudeville 1920s type sound. But now that I've listened to it more, I really like it a lot too. And it has some really cool words in it. And so, yeah. And the only problem with this album is it ends with Gloria Patria, which, as far as I can tell, is just a straight reading of that. And I wish they had not done that. It's on Philips Records. I'm including both H.P. Lovecraft. So it's 5 bands, 6 records. Their second one is called H.P. Lovecraft 2. Fantastic cover on this one. And I really can't decide which of these 2 albums I like the best. They are both just absolutely wonderful. This album also has what I think has to absolutely be the trippiest. It's not the album cover, it's the inside of the album, but I mean, this guy right here. And really the pictures of the 5 guys on the other side too. Yeah, really, really fantastic psychedelic rock. So they do the song High Flying Bird on here, which you may know by Jefferson Airplane. Other than that, I think these are all original songs. It's About Time is a fantastic song. They're not listed in order here on the back, but I can tell you that by the time we get to the end of the album, the last song is called Keeper of the Keys. Wow. Just a fantastic psychedelic experience, and yeah, really liking that record a lot. H.P. Lovecraft. And my number 1, this might just be one of my all-time favorites. It's just such an awesome album. The Other Half, I just can't get enough of it. It's just so awesome. I listen to it every single day. I try to not listen to it too much because I don't want to get tired of it, but it really is just a fantastic album. The Other Half, a band from Southern California. Randy Holden is the guitarist for this band. He is the reason that I got this record. And he also played on another record that I showed, his previous band, which was Sons of Adam. That one was good too, but this one is just beyond. Every single song on here is truly fantastic. It starts out with Introduction, which is really a whole song, and it starts out almost like it's live, but it's not really live. They do a cover of Feathered Fish, which is a song by Arthur Lee, the guy from Love. Wonderful Day. The very last song on side one is just fantastic. Osley Eavesdrops. So I'm pretty sure that's a reference to Augustus Osley Stanley, the financier for the Grateful Dead. And side two is just as good. It starts with Bad Day. Then there's Morning Fire, but then it ends with What Can I Do For You first half and What Can I Do For You the other half. And that, once again, just so awesome. There are vocals, but there's a lot of jamming on that too. So, yeah, the other half, I was really glad to get this one. This was record was from, what year did I say this was? From 1969 or so. I would describe this as, this is probably more like garage rock maybe, more than psych, really, but, you know, whatever. It's one of those categories. This is on ACTA Records, ACTA. Yeah. So that's it. Those are my 5 bands that I discovered this year that were really just, I don't know why it took me so long to discover them, but they were all quite awesome. And I'm going to leave links to all these records down there in the description so that you can see what they sound like. Each one of them is worth hearing all the way through. I mean, there really is no fill. Well, there's that one, Gloria Patria, but other than that, there's no filler on any of these records. They're all fantastic. So that's it. Let me know what you think about these records, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful holiday season so far. And yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks very much for watching.